Hello everybody, Sword here yet again with another StarCraft video. So today we're going to be looking at a quite fun replay. Going to be on, I believe this map is called Simul Akram. I literally just saw it on the loading screen, but I can't remember it for the life of me. Going to be starting out with a supply depot as is normal, and we are going to be playing against Root Vibe. There we go. Oh god. The ultra cinematic video intro. And I knew Vibe was streaming, so I said hi to chat. Or actually, I think I always just say hi to chat if I go up against somebody who I think is a streamer. And sometimes I do look at their stream just to see if it's the real one. And then I close the stream immediately after because I'm really not skilled enough to do any sort of stream cheating. And in the meantime, I'm going to be going for an SCV scout, try and see what's up. And I believe, if I recall correctly, Vibe was randoming this game, and I have my SCV under the Overlord, and then I realized, oh, he randomed his main race, and that's why I said, well, fuck, because it's not good. It's not great. Not great for me. I'm not a great player. Vibe is a grandmaster. He's won tournaments before, and I've never even been in Grandmaster League, man. So going into this, I knew it was going to be a very rough battle, but I was planning on sticking with my normal strategy. I wasn't planning on doing anything super cheesy like two base all in or something like that, if I recall correctly. This game was played quite a while ago, so I don't remember all the details. My Reaper is going to be popping out now and going to be going across the map to see whatever it can. Looks like at the third base, Vibe is going to be poking this SCV. My SCV doing a beautiful little star patrol and eventually attacking the drone. If the SCV attacked the drone immediately, I think I might have won that, but the drone is going to be able to fend off the SCV. Vibe doesn't quite have enough minerals to start his third base and just going to be getting it now. My SCV is probably going to have to retreat at this point, and Vibe is going to get his 4 Zerglings as is normal. And because of it, we are going to be doing the dance. The Reaper Zergling dance that ultimately means nothing. And the Zerglings just kind of go back and forth, and they're just buying time until the Queen comes out. And once the Queen comes out, the Reaper harass kind of stops. The first usage of the energy for queens is normally the creep tumor, and that is what Vibe is going to be doing here. And because the Reaper took a little bit of damage, I really can't punish the creep tumor being on the very edge of creep. The factory is going to be swapping onto the reactor here and going to be getting the tech lab quite immediately. Most of the time I continually produce Marines until the Liberator starts, and then I get the tech lab. So it looks like I could be doing a Banshee opening, but I'm not entirely sure. I could be just trying to get Stim Pack, as this game was played a while ago. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. We'll find out though. In the meantime, Vibe is going to be getting his metabolic boost, going to be getting that Zergling speed going. Reaper going to be poking in again, and Vibe continuing to spread the creep out. In terms of queens, it doesn't look like he actually has that many. Floating a bit of minerals here, and I'm actually not entirely sure what he's going to be doing. Oh, it looks like he's just going to be joining up really, really hard here. First set of Hellions is now out on the map, and it looks like I'm just trying to deny some creep. I'm going to be picking off a free one that just spawned there. Going to be picking off these Zerglings, and I do confirm that they have speed. Going to be poking into the third base. Do confirm that he has a single drone there, so I know he's trying to just play a macro game. Probably not going to be doing anything too cheeky here. The Hellions are going to be grouping up here once again. See what I can get done here. The creep tumor is going to be at the very edge of the base that he could place over here. And it probably looks like he's going to be expanding up here just because of the creep spread pattern. So what I want to be doing is trying to deny the creep up here. Could also throw the Hellions down here to prevent the creep spread, so I can push into this base as well. Looks like what I'm going to be doing is a two-prong with the Hellions over here. Liberator is going to be sieging the third base. There is no Spore Crawler, so it could do a decent amount of damage. The Hellions are almost about to get surrounded here. Do take quite a bit of damage, but we are able to kill off all the Zerglings without losing them. So they're going to be getting into the mineral line. Going to be doing a fair amount of damage to these drones, and it looks like Vibe is not doing too great, especially since the Liberator was not cleared up in the meantime. Going to be re-sieging here. The drones are just going to be getting fried over here. It doesn't look like he actually started a spore, and at the end of the day, how many workers did we kill? Killed 17 workers with the initial harass, and that is pretty good. The main scary thing is that because we sacrificed the Hellions, we kind of gave up map control for the time being, and we don't have a lot of units in order to really punish. We do have the full wall, so he can't do something like a Zergling all into us. He'll have to commit to Banelings, but he's just now getting Baneling speed, and it looks like his decision was just to continue to drone up. So it is correct to go for the drop, but it looks like I only have a single medevac full of units, and that is a little bit of a problem. This Liberator could have just sieged up right here to prevent the base from going down. I believe Vibe can see this. Yeah, he can definitely see where the Liberator is as well. And he can also see that this medevac is coming up, but it doesn't look like he's actually... no, he definitely sees it because the Queens are coming back into the main base. The Marines have fully dropped off, a little bit of a delay, but eventually get going into the main base. Going to be picking up a couple of drones in the gas. Going to be picking off the Queen, which is a pretty big pickup, especially since there are 2 hatcheries in the main base. Going to be denying quite a bit of larva here, and especially since Vibe is going for the very Ling Bane larva heavy style, it is going to be pretty important that we kill off that Queen. In the meantime, I think the Liberator must have come in and died somehow, because it is no longer in this game. The medevac is getting fairly low here, and with three queens, oh my god, please, is going to push back this medevac. The Marine and Mine Force is a decent amount. Doesn't look like we have too much though. A random SCV is going to be coming along because you know, he just wants to be a Marine deep down in his heart, you know. It's definitely not because I accidentally grouped him. And it looks like we are going to be attacking this Queen. Going to get some damage done here. Not quite picking the Queen off, going to be burrowing one of the mines here, and because of it, it looks like Vibe really can't engage as of yet. Going to be scanning to kill off some of the creep. In the meantime, we are going to be going for a drop in the main base, going to be picking off this Queen again. And it looks like the attack over here was fended off for the time being. The drop in the main base was also defended. In terms of workers killed, we have killed off a nice 27, so we have done a lot of economic damage in this game. Going to be picking off some Zerglings as they try and get us around onto the Marines. Getting off of the creep, and because of it, the Hydras can't catch up to the medevacs, which is great. The Overseer is going to be just chilling right on top of the force, and they're slightly out of position, but nothing too major. I'm getting my +2/+2. Vibe is just starting his +1/+1. It's a little bit delayed, but he has taken a lot of economic damage, so I think that was the correct call to delay his upgrades. Also getting, I believe this is Hydra range, and this one Marine giving his life really couldn't do too much. Going to have a sizable Marine and single Marauder force over here. Going to be stimming very, very early because I believe his units were out of position, and I'm going to be able to punish that. Because of it, pick off a base. I'm going to be continuing to go in, stimming again to try and pick off as many drones as possible, getting a lot of drone damage. The Banelings are going to be coming in, and because of it, we just kind of have to escape. And the Hydras can't attack into this dead zone, which is great for me. Going to be having another drop over here at another base. Going to be burrowing the mine, seeing what damage we can do. Vibe going to be splitting very well though, so the mine is only going to get 2 Zergling kills. I don't have, I actually don't know. I have the armory, so I guess this was the patch before the mines got invisibility with only the armor. I am going to be getting the drilling claws, so they should be invisible fairly soon here. The drop in the main base is going to be fended off with a bunch of Hydralisks, and gotta be careful with this medevac to pull it back, which is great. And it looks like we are going to be continuing to ramp up the pressure. The Widow Mines are going to be super aggressive here. Okie dokie. Let's take a look at that again, because that was good. That was really good. Do you wanna see some great plays? Look at this. The Widow Mines. No Marines in sight. Go in. They're fucking leading the charge, man. They sacrifice their lives for nothing. I do have a sizable amount of Widow Mines, but you know, those die immediately as well. So if I want to throw this game, then I'm doing a great job of it. The nice part about that engagement is that Vibe didn't have a great surround. Some of the Hydras were not attacking there. And some of my Marine Marauder forces getting pretty low here, going to be picking up and getting out. The Hydras are quite fast now that they have the speed upgrade. Going to be dropping into the main base. Not too many units are in position, but because all of my forces are fairly red, not going to be able to do too much damage before the reinforcements of Vibe get into position. Going to be continuing to pump out Marines and Marauders here. And it looks like I stopped SCV production, but this time I actually have a decent amount here. Widow Mines are burrowing late here yet again. Going to be picking off some more Zerglings though, this time, because we actually burrowed them before they suicided into the Hydras. The Marine Marauder in the main base going to be doing a little bit of damage, only killing off a an extractor, I should say. And in the meantime, I'm going to be expanding to a 4th base. I feel like that's a little bit late. Most of the time you want to be getting your 4th base at around 10 minutes, I want to say, but doing okay by just now about to get his +2/+2. My +3/+3 has not started yet, and that feels also pretty late because that should be started at around 10 minutes as well, I want to say. And there's really no excuse. Going to be pushing in through this crevice here, or this little bridge. Going to be burrowing the mines, and because Vibe didn't have the Banelings quite yet, we are able to pick off this base. He's going to try and push into this Marine Marauder since I don't really have any of my units split. Going to be picking up some of the units, and then again just dropping into the main base because there aren't any Spore Crawlers to really deny this constant harass. He's going to be bringing his Hydras into the main base, going to be stimming up, see that there's a bunch of Hydras, okay, and losing another full medevac. I'm doing a great job to try and not win this game. The Ultralisk armor upgrade is going to be started. I was going to try and pronounce that. Not going to, though. I don't know. I don't know. Marine Marauder force with absolutely no medevac is going to be attacking into this base, and it can do some damage. Getting the Queen kill is always nice to start things off. Going to be focus firing the building and the base down. See some Banelings and try and split against the Banelings. It's a decent split, but there are a lot of Hydras. Marines are going to be focusing down some drones, and we are going to be getting up to 50 drone kills here. Going to have another drop at this base, and we're doing a pretty good job at denying mining. Floating 1,000 minerals and losing another medevac, but we're continuing on the pressure and bringing some more SCVs because, you know, why not? You know? These SCVs have +2 armor. Go, my SCVs. Do some damage. I don't know what they're doing. But in the meantime, we're going to be burrowing all the mines, and since they have the upgrade, they are going to be burrowing quite fast here. The base is going to be going down here, and because the Vibe is attacking into this choke where all my Widow Mines were burrowed, we're going to be getting a bunch of Ultralisk kills for free. And I actually still have some Widow Mines that haven't fired yet. It doesn't look like Vibe has any Overseer in that army as well. These SCVs are still just chilling, having a little coffee break. The Widow Mines are going to be doing some more damage to the Ultralisks. And again, me not splitting any of my mines because why would I do that? The SCVs eventually decide that they want to do something, so they're going to be attacking this Queen. Go, my SCVs. Do the damage. Actually, dude. I mean, like, there's a fight going on over here. Yeah? And I mean, we're doing some damage, but I mean, like this. Look at this. This is the fight of a century, really. The SCV just isn't dying. The queen doesn't have any ranged attacks, and the SCV has +3 armor. Go, 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 go. It's so close. Vibe calls GG. We'll never know. I think the SCV would have lost that battle, though. It was really, really close. But we were able to do critical amounts of economic damage to Vibe, able to get a nice 68 kills, and he killed one of our workers. And yeah, we did pretty well. We were even expanding over here. It feels a little bit late at 15 minutes. Could have been expanding a little bit more aggressively. Made some pretty obvious mistakes like suiciding our mines into Vibe's army for no reason. I feel like that was just because I was attack moving into his base without really grouping up all of my units first. And it is what it is. I think it was still a pretty good game. We did a lot of dual pronged harassment that actually ended up working instead of me just falling on my face. There were some pretty obvious mistakes that I could improve on, like getting my upgrades a little bit late, expanding a little bit late, things like that. But overall, it was a really fun game. I was definitely filled with a lot of adrenaline because, I mean, Vibe is a very, very great player, great streamer, very respectable person, and I hope you guys all enjoyed it, and I will see you guys later.